review of the Power Ranger movie, as you can clearly tell right behind me. The Power Ranger movie just came out a few days ago. I did see it the day before it really did come out to the viewing public. Not like it came out to the during public. It was supposed to come out like the day before, but it usually always comes out the day before the actual date. So I was going to see it, but I took my nephew to see the movie with me to try to be the nice uncle. Problem with that is, he was young. He is only like 4 years old right now. He's gonna be 5. Can't wait. Can't believe it. And he got scared during the first scene of the movie. But during the first scene, we actually got to see a huge spoiler that was all over the internet. Everybody was so shocked about. A lot of people very much suggested. I suggested it. My brother suggested it. Black Nerd Comedy, he suggested it. If you guys do know, there's going to be a spoiler, so I'm going to keep a spoiler tag coming up very soon. So if you guys didn't see the movie, I suggest you guys do see the movie so you guys can get the spoilers all out in the open, and then you can watch YouTube again and go on Instagram and Facebook again, because spoilers are going to be all over the internet. Because everybody's a nerd now these days. Everyone. Anyway, for the movie, I really do like the movie, but like what a lot of people do say, there's a lot of unmore fights, and usually that's a good thing. But we really like not unmore fights, more like a training montage, and we don't really get to see them actually fight the bad guys more. Rita doesn't even get to interact with the Power Rangers for a while, so that's a big disappointment. So we don't even get to see Rita coming up against the Rangers. The team, they were pretty good. The actors themselves were pretty good, but I do have a problem with the Jason Kimberly subplot that they were building up. In the commercials, they seemed like they were going to end up kissing, but in the movie, spoiler. Right here, spoiler, right here, spoiler. They didn't end up kissing. Actually, it's not really much of a, like, there is somewhat of an attraction, but not really. And I do appreciate them for not going that route, because a lot of people, like, say, the old fans, my oldest brother, he used to love watching the Power Rangers, and I feel like he would have been very disappointed if they hooked up Kimberly and Jason together, because in the original stories, in the original show, they never ended up together. They were never really a couple, which I think so much that they did not go through. So, whew, thank you. One of the problems I did have with the movie, like I said earlier, is there wasn't a lot of more fights. There wasn't, like, actual fighting. It took a while for, like, the montage was good, I guess, but we didn't get to see, like, the actual morphing. It took a while, and that was, like, the build-up to the plot, but it felt like it felt tedious, and it took too long. A lot of the team drama stuff, that kind of bored me out a bit. We did find out some interesting details about the team, how they all ended up in detention, apparently. Teens with attitude literally mean this time actual teens with actual attitude, so thank you for actually going that route. With the beginning of the movie, we actually get to see Zordon leading the first team of, the first Earth team we ever seen of the Power Rangers onto protecting the Earth, and Rita, who was their original Green Ranger, original team member of the Power Rangers, destroying the Earth, looking for spoiler. I should have said that before Rita. Spoiler: Zeo crystals. So if you guys don't know, the Zeo crystals from the original Power Rangers series was at least 4 seasons. Yeah, at least 4 or 5 seasons right after the Power Ranger, when they went to space, like they had the alien Rangers to take over for a while. The Power Rangers Zeo was a new team of Rangers that Tommy got to lead himself as the Red Ranger, which I greatly liked, because we got to actually get to see Tommy finally going to be the Red Ranger, even though in the White Ranger he was actually a leader, technically the leader as a White Ranger, but now this time he gets to be in the color red, so that's good for that. And with this story, we actually get to see Zordon having inner conflicts, and not just being the old, yes, trust your inner self, saying nice stuff, being compliment. give you guys a wider advice, never being too inconspicuous about it. We actually get to see him actually being what's the word I'm looking for? Not so, like so cheerful. He's angry, he's disappointed, he's offended, he's just all this pain. Bryan Cranston killed it, dude. He is killing the game, man. Best Zordon. He was really good. He sacrificed his body, like his actual body, so Alpha transferred his mind into the ship that is the command center for the Power Rangers. So that's a great thing, because that explains the wall thing, why he was stuck in the wall. The part with that is he wanted his body back and didn't want these kids putting their life at risk, which I greatly liked, and had conflict with having these children fighting a war like against with Rita. I had a problem with Rita. She was Elizabeth Banks, great actress, great Rita, but not like the actual Rita. I mean, she did do like one of the things, like when she was making Goldar, she got to say, "Make my monster grow." So that was like a good nostalgia fling back. But besides that, we didn't really get to see her say, "Oh, I have a headache," or like have the other side characters they had on the moon with her. So that was a little disappointing. We didn't get to see any of that. But we did get to see a few, Jason saying, "It's morphin' time!" That's so cheesy. That's literally cheesy. Zack in this movie, he's a lot more... Zack, back in the old days, was a little bit more of Jason's second hand. If Jason was off doing something else, you could expect that Zack was second in command. So that's why I always saw Zack. Zack would be like the second in command of the Ranger team. And when Tommy came along, it felt like a little contrast between Jason and Tommy sometimes, who was the leader, who wasn't, and Zack was kind of somewhat of the rest of the team was kind of a mediator, but Zack and Tommy and Jason were kind of the mediator for that. I mean, Zack was kind of the mediator for Tommy and Jason for the TV show, which is. A lot of people say, "Oh, why do you like the old TV shows?" Because this is why. They actually had a little conflict going on. The story actually made sense. With this movie, basic plot, Rita's trying to get the Zeo crystals to rule the galaxy. She was corrupted by the dark side, and now she's trying to rule the world. Basic plot. She summoned Goldar, get the Zeo crystals, then rule the world or destruction or something. Pretty much the Zeo crystals will probably build up to the new team of Rangers, which I do have a problem with, because the new team Rangers dropped off at least 3 Rangers. Trini, Zack, and Jason left at the time, and then after that, and that was not even towards Zeo yet, another Ranger, Kimberly, had left as well. And at that point, Tommy was already a long-term Power Ranger member who was one screen, now white, and now this. So that's my problem with that. And we're gonna have at least 4 other Rangers joining at that time. 4 other new cast members joining at that time. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Are they gonna do it? Are they not? I hope they do, showing that they are ready to, can show that they were ready to grow. So hopefully they'll do it, but that's not until a long ways away. Long ways away. Who even knows if they're going to do a second movie? Most likely they are, because it's probably made bank at the box office. So the Power Ranger movie was really great. I did like the actual feel of it. Zack is way more of a daredevil, as I like to say, because. When in one of the training sessions, Alpha wanted to show the Rangers what they were fighting, how they would be able to fight with, and it would be the Zords they keep underneath the ground. And Zack, instead of going back to continue training with Alpha and the team, he decided to use the mammoth Zord to, you know, pal around. And one of the scenes with a bunch of church ladies in the bus singing. I thought that was hilarious. Thank goodness he didn't kill him, or else that would be a crazily dark movie. There was like a lot of dark themes with this movie, a lot of teen angst, which is like, it's kind of like watching the CW sometimes. Too much. It was like the earliest days of the CW. It was like watching Gossip Girl. At one point, I was thinking that Jason's dad was an abuser or something. No. I did like all these characters actually have a little bit more emotion and a little bit more feeling to them. And Kimberly, really, wow, it's like what they did for Kimberly. Okay, the plot with Kimberly is she had one of these pictures of her friend, and she was in her birthday suit, and she was dating this guy, and the guy had feelings for her friend. She showed her a pic. She sent him the picture saying, "Is this who you want to meet your parents?" And everyone found out about it. She was sent to the office, and the kid and the father were a little bit messed up about it, and her friends were peeved about it, if you could say. And that's what drove Kimberly to go through the tension. Billy, on the other hand, he has like some sort of Asperger's or OCD. One of those beautiful mind type of people who has like mental disorders, who can't see the world the way other people do. Which I thought the Blue Ranger was one of my favorite parts. But the problem with him is he died. So, like, no, he's got like obviously he comes back to life. Thanks to the Ex Machina known as the Power Ranger. I can just trip over my words. So how Billy came back to life, or how he died in the first place, Rita captured the Rangers, wanted to know where the Zeo crystals were, and another funny part about that is Billy did find it earlier, and apparently it's at a Krispy Kreme. So, for some reason, they kept saying, Krispy Kreme, so famous, so great, so wonderful. At least that's what Rita said. It's like it's at Krispy Kreme. It's like, of course, it must be somewhere great and wonderful and passionate. I was like, what? How much did Krispy Kreme pay for that? They must have really needed that sponsor, man. So, Billy died, and they brought him back to the power chamber, and Zordon wanted to come back so he could, won't be just a giant head in a ship, and with like pixels just populating his face. But what he needed is I forgot what the words for it. The Power Rangers had this chamber, this force that will allow them to recreate a body, apparently, and to recreate life. But only one could do it. So instead of Zordon coming back to life, he chose Billy, and Billy got his life back. So, yay! Billy was alive. He died. It came back. Yay for that. Another thing is I appreciate about the movie, Billy was the first one to actually become one of the Rangers for the first time. So just like they did in the movie, just like they did in the TV series. So thank y'all for doing that. Well, I don't know if it's not currently canon, but I think it's a classic Star Wars thing. Just like how Anakin was seduced by Palpatine, I think Rita was also seduced by the dark side by Lord Zed. As you guys don't know, Lord Zed was one of the big bads in the original Power Rangers series. Pretty cool. Lord Zed probably came up to her because Rita, like she said in the movie, she said she was a bit of a loner, like Trini. Trini just came to Angel Grove. Was a bit of the outsider. Nobody really paid attention to her. And like Trini, Rita didn't feel like much people paid attention to her, and most people didn't trust her. Probably she was new and just learning about how truly powerful she was. I think it was. She was getting a little bit more attention, and people realized what kind of power she was. And Zorda had to keep her in check, and she probably didn't like that, and was seduced by Lord Zed, and said, "You are the real face of the Power Rangers. Why are you listening to Baldy over there? You should be the one taking over as the leader of the Power Rangers. And why even need the Power Rangers? Why defend the Earth? I mean, why defend anybody? You deserve with these powers. You could probably do a lot more to just save the planet. But if I can help you amp up your powers, probably what Lord said, I can amp up your powers and help you rule, help you. But in exchange of you amp you up with more power, you have to find me the Zeo crystals. And when you give me the Zeo crystals, you and I will rule the galaxy. What I think that happens. That probably makes sense. And the great part about this, they said the Zeo crystals, that Earth wasn't the only one that had Zeo crystals. Multiple planets had the Zeo crystals. So, that's good, I guess. So, that's what we got. And we actually got to see the Power Rangers fight the putties. The putties are some giant mulchy thing you just grew up from the ground, so it was a little disappointing. There was only one monster, and that was Goldar. We got to see the Zord fight. It took individual Zords I guess we were fine for that point, but I really did wish that they actually got to show more of the actual Zord being fighting towards the end. The third act was like one of the best parts of the movie because we got to see them morph the Zords, and we got to see the Mega Zord in action. But it did take the teen angst and all that kind of stuff, like a lot of people do say, teen angst and all that. It took a little bit longer to really get past so we could actually see the Power Rangers full on. So I guess the movie's really good. I could give it a 6.5, or like maybe like a 7.5, because it was a really decent movie. It was a strong movie, had a good, like an okay plot, really good characters. The CG was fine, I guess. The suits actually in action, they actually look a lot better than they just do like when they're just standing right here. So I have to give them a compliment on that, because when I saw it, I was really much against it. So definitely give this movie a watch. These actors are all really good. They're all nice and young, so they have many years ahead of them to know that they made a mistake to trusting nerds, because we are a fickle bunch. So if you guys did like this movie, please tell me in the comments down below, and like and subscribe it. Like and subscribe and share it to all your friends about the Power Ranger movie if you guys all want to see more of it. If you guys want to see more reviews, please watch my channel. And here's a link to all my reviews here. Here's a link to another review for Logan. And here's a playlist for all my Khaos reaction. And here is my channel that you guys can subscribe to. Alright guys, peace out.